I want to show you my foundation collection. I absolutely love foundation and base makeup in general. So I have, I think, 15 foundations. Some of them I love, some of them suck. So let's go through them all. I'm going to start off with my favorite foundation of all time. I'm wearing it right now. This is the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear. This one is matte. It lasts all day long and it has really good coverage. It is the best. Definitely try it out. If you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend this one. Next is the Haus Labs foundation. I got the shade 160, I believe. And I sometimes think that this can look a little bit too yellow on me. But I do really like the coverage. I tend to have a lot of acne. It's covered up really well right now, but I get really bad acne, hyperpigmentation, acne scarring, redness, and I can pick my face a little bit or a lot. And so I get scabs on my face. And this, you don't see the scabs like how some foundations can leave a ring around your impurities. This one covers it so well. I would definitely recommend you trying this. I just think I might have gotten the wrong shade. Next is the Ilia Super Serum. It's a skin tint, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So this, if you have oily skin, it absolutely sucks. I mean, if you have dry skin, you'll probably love it, but this is like, it is so like greasy on your skin. It's absolutely terrible. It does not absorb into your skin, and so I looked like the biggest grease ball the last time I put it on. It feels like a lotion, but it has, I don't know if you can really, like just look at the shine on that. Like, look at my hand right here. Like, it on your face, for me, I looked so greasy. So don't get this one. Next is the Estee Lauder foundation. Basically everyone knows about this foundation or has tried it or swatched it, and it is full coverage, matte. I love this foundation. This one is right next to the Lancome or Lancome one that I'm wearing right now. Sometimes I lean more towards the Lancome though, because I think that it lays over acne better, like I was talking about with the Haus Labs foundation. It just, I think you can see the blemishes and things on your face less with the Lancome. But this one, if you want full coverage, all day wear, this one is really good. I always set my face with the powder version of it in the same color, but that gives extra coverage for acne or whatever else you have on your face. So these ones are really nice. Some of the things with these is they are definitely higher priced. I don't really buy a lot of drugstore foundations, but they last for like ever. I've had this Dior foundation for like 10 years. You're buying something that you're gonna have for an extremely long time. So it's girl math. So this Dior one, this used to be the foundation I would wear all the time in college. I have this one too from Dior. This one is more of a serum. You can see from the nozzle. If it has a nozzle like that, it's more of a liquidy formula. And then this one is like a pump, which will be thicker, but they're both high coverage, one for dry skin, one for more oily skin. So I would tend to grab for this one more often because I have oily skin, but it lasts literally all day. So it's kind of like the Lancome and Estee Lauder. These are my top three, including this one. I definitely like the glass component on this one compared to the plastic. I mean, you're paying for it, so it should be in a glass container. Next, I have the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I do not like this. Anytime I've tried it, like my skin, it does not look good. Now, a little bit ago, I did a test of all of my foundations on blotting papers, and this one completely blew me away with how little oil came off of it, even after 24 hours. But I just don't find that it looks good on me. So I never grab for it. I never use it. I've used it probably 3 times. It's basically full and I wouldn't tell people to buy it. Next, I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage. I bought this in the winter months, so I was really pale at the time. So majority of the year, this does not work for me, but the coverage on it is amazing. It is extremely thick. It's kind of like a mousse almost. I made a short a while back showing the coverage over a tattoo. So if you want, you can go check that out. I just unfortunately can't use it majority of the time, but this, if you want extra coverage or need a ton of coverage, this is the foundation out of all of them that has the most coverage. Next, we're going to talk about these two because one is from the drugstore and this one is the Fenty one that I got at Sephora. And this one is $36 and this one is $8. And when I saw this is the only one I have from the drugstore, but when I saw this, I had to grab it. I mean, it's in a glass case, which this one is not, but these formulas are really, really similar. This is amazing. It has a blurring finish. It's technically a skin tint, but it's basically a foundation. It has so much coverage. It's a little bit runnier. I do wish that this had a little bit easier way of getting it out of the bottle, but I mean, it's $8, so you can't really complain. This is them side by side, the Fenty and the Maybelline one. They're both pretty runny. I put a little bit more product on this side, so you see a little more drippage. The only thing you notice right off the bat is that the tone is different. This one's a little warmer toned and this one's a little bit cooler toned. It feels identical. Like they both feel the exact same. That's the Fenty one. The Maybelline one is right there. It gives like the same finish and everything. Like I said, you can tell just a little bit of the color difference. I never know how to pick my shades, so I end up with things that never really match. But I love this formula, and so if you can get it for $8 in a glass bottle, I would definitely recommend you trying that. Next, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. Again, it's a skin tint. I think it gives a lot more coverage than you would think of for just a skin tint. But this one, it definitely is more for the girls with drier skin. But sometimes I overuse my acne products. And so my skin will be dry, peeling off, and I just need something a little more like this that gives you some hydration on your skin versus like a matte finish just would not look good on dry skin. It definitely, there's like pearl or sparkles in it or something that just gives, let's see. It definitely has, see all that shine right there? So if you don't like that, I wouldn't really use this in the winter months, but I did like it in the summer when my skin would get a little drier or you're just like sweating, so you don't want thick, heavy makeup on your face. Next is the Dior Air Flash Foundation. It's a spray. I've had it for literally forever because they discontinued it, so I use it sparingly. It is beautiful. It's like an airbrush finish on your face that is gorgeous, and it is a little more luminous, I would say, or like a skin-like finish. So sometimes that can be a little too much for me. It all depends. I don't really know how I make my decision about which foundation I'm going to use, but I just use this sparingly because it's beautiful and they unfortunately don't make it anymore. But I think you can get knockoffs or like different kinds. I think some people actually still sell them on Amazon, so you could try and find it there. Next is the Lancome Stick Foundation. This one did get used up pretty fast because I would put a lot of it on my face. At first, I really, really loved this foundation, and now I just can't seem to achieve the same look with it. When I first tried this one, I ranked it over my Estee Lauder one, but I found while wearing it that it doesn't have the same like long wear that the other ones do. So this one I've found it kind of works better as like a concealer. This is like a 5-in-1 type product, so they say you can get like a shade or two up to use it as contour or bronzer, or you can get, you know, a lighter shade if you want to use it as a highlight. But that's why it does have the brush on the end. But it definitely is unique because it's a cream to powder formula, so applying it really, it does just like melt on your skin. Next we have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This one is really thick, so that's why I don't really grab for it. I haven't worn this in probably like 8 years maybe. I don't know. I should probably try it out, like wearing it again. It does have, you know, a pretty matte finish. It looks a little light for my skin. I don't know. Looking at that, I kind of need to like retry it on my skin, but at first I didn't like it. When I first tried it though, I was just really into my Dior foundations, and so I would always grab for that versus the Tarte. So I'm gonna try this again. But it does say that it's only 12-hour wear, and for me, I like a full beat of makeup, and things that are less hour wearing tend to not work with my skin as well. The last one I have is the Bare Minerals foundation. I tested it once and put it back, and I just never returned it, but I really wanted to like it because it says it's, you know, a lot of good things in there for your skin, and, you know, all of these things that it's free from, so it's got to be, you know, cleaner and better for your skin. But this shade was like, it was so yellow and I looked like greasy. Again, you can go back and check out that video if you want. But this literally was like one of the worst foundations that I tried. It's right up there with the Ilia foundation that I just had to wash this off my face because I looked terrible. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I forgot I also have these Laura Mercier. It's a loose foundation powder and a pressed foundation powder. I just never really tend to grab for these ones. I probably used them like once, and I think I looked like a little yellow in it, and so I just never really grabbed for them again. One foundation that I really want to try, but I can't get myself to go and buy because I already have so many foundations, is the Hourglass Vanish foundation. Because once I tried the Hourglass Vanish concealer, like, this is absolutely amazing. My favorite concealer ever, but I really want to go and try the foundation. So let me know if you've tried it, or which foundation you think I should try, or what I would like with oily skin, or what foundation is good with acne, because I've seen like the Rose Ink, I think it is, that has one that's supposed to be good if you have acne, but that can be really tricky sometimes, finding one that covers acne well, that doesn't, you know, leave rings around it or make your acne just more noticeable. So give me your suggestions on what I should try next, and we'll see you back for more. Bye.